In algebra, what does it mean to evaluate? Imagine you work as a cashier at a grocery store. And one day, your boss comes in and he's going to evaluate you. Well, what does it mean for your boss to evaluate you? The key idea that requires something to be an evaluation is that in an evaluation, you have to assign a value to something. If you were the cashier at the grocery store and your boss was going to evaluate you, what that means is that they would be giving you a value. 10 out of 10. Great job. In algebra, the reason we learn about this evaluation process has to do with expressions. An expression refers to pretty much any mathematical sentence. In other words, anything written with math symbols. Now, an expression, we would call it algebraic if it has one or more variables. Since to evaluate means to give a numerical value to something that didn't already have one, we can evaluate algebraic expressions by giving each variable a value, and then use order of operations. Much like the cashier at the grocery store, X starts out without having a value. The process of evaluating it is going to require us to give X a value. In this example, we'll say that X is equal to 3. If X is equal to 3, we can rewrite the original expression, changing the X into literally a 3. After we have substituted, we can use order of operations to determine what the value of the expression was. In algebraic expressions, there is one type of operation that does not require a symbol, and that's multiplication. Whenever you have an expression with a number and a variable without anything in between, you automatically assume that this is a multiplication operation. Now, in algebra, we often shy away from using the x as the symbol for multiplication because of the variable x. Instead, it is common to use a dot to mean multiplication. All three of these expressions are equivalent. They're the same thing. All 12 times m. In the process of evaluating, we are giving a value to m. M equals 6. So if we replace the m with a 6, we should be able to use order of operations to find our answer. The value of this expression, when m equals 6, is 72. In algebra, it is quite common for you to have more than one variable, but the evaluation process still works the same. To plug in, we need to rewrite our expression. But instead of putting an x, we plug in a 6. And instead of plugging in a y, we put a 4. The 6 goes in for x. The 4 goes in for y. Then all that's left to do is order of operations. Start with multiplication. Follow with subtraction. 12 minus 20 is -8, which is the value of our algebraic expression. The only thing that can complicate evaluation problems anymore is the addition of more variables, and sometimes just harder operations of problems. Take this one, which has 3 variables and exponents. To evaluate, the first step should always be to replace every variable with the number we are saying it's equal to. A piece of advice is that if there is a lot of different numbers in your problem, use parentheses around them. This trick of using parentheses around your numbers is a very common method used that will help you possibly with your order of operations in your next step. Don't forget your order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Watch our order of operations video for more information on that. In this particular problem, the first item to start with should be exponents. In our second piece of the problem, 2 squared we recognize as being 4. After we have taken care of our exponents, we move down to multiplication. In our second piece, 2 times 5 times 4, we get 40. 4 times 1, we get 4. Lastly, when it's time to add and subtract, 3 plus 40 gets us 43. 43 minus 4 equals 39. 39 is the value of our algebraic expression. For more practice, here are some problems of evaluating algebraic expressions. See your teacher for solutions and help.